stages, and it's a very simple workflow stage that everybody can easily adhere and understand. Stakeholder present the problem, you define your goals, you empathize, you create a problem statement, that's the user's problem statement, you ID it, you design the prototype, and then you test. After that, we move from that, and then we started with all these things one after the other, the workflow. So we listed some of the problem statements from the stakeholders. So the stakeholders has all these problems that they've noticed with the users using the current product. So we now analyze the goal with the stakeholder in a meeting. So we have the research and help users, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to use talk to this class today. So we have all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 key points about the goals we're going to be achieving. Let me just read them out because we are going to information architecture so that we'll know where we're going. Use help and research users get a good location based on their taste. Help users get proper documentation of properties and provisions of adequate checks of property owners. Help users to see transparency and verified management practices. Provision of accurate and detailed information about the proposed property. Then we have help users know about the long-term appreciation of their property. So that is for that. And then we have empathize. Under the empathize, we carried out 2 things, and that is the interview or the survey that we created, the user persona. Then from the user persona, we created a problem statement, and that is the user's problem statement. So then we started the ideation. Then we launched a brainstorming session. We grabbed all the things that you guys have talked about, the ideas that you guys have talked about in your respective rooms, and then we get the best idea. So today we want to launch into great information architecture. So under this great information architecture, I think I will just need to list something here, and that will be we need to what do they call this thing? Define users goal, and then sorry, the user stacks. The user stacks. There might be users. So this will help us to easily create an information architecture. After that, we are going to be creating a lo-fi prototype, and then that is almost equivalent to a wireframe. I will call it wireframe. I don't want to waste much of our time. So then we move down here. I will just need to duplicate this so that I will be on the same page with whatever I'm doing. And to duplicate, you can just press the Control D. So information. So under that information architecture, I made mention of define goals, and this is where we are going to be starting the interactive session here. So remember that we have goals here. What are the goals? The goals, some of the goals here: to live in an urban area, good. And then we have ideas here, the best idea. So now the goal of this our app, let me say users goals. Users goal, and then bold it because it's a subtopic. On bold this. So we can say to get a property at ease. And this is the main goal of what we are currently doing. So users go to get a property at ease. We can also add stories, long story, to get a property, to see the good document, to see the owner of disease, to get a what. In summary, we can just say to get a property at ease. Then remember, I added two things here real quick. So these are the things that I just used to think of anytime I'm working. User stats. Now, let's create a user stats. All these things are very, very important if you want to really build a scalable project, because it will allow you to know if there is any issues somewhere else. You just need to master all these things. And then what are we going to do? User stats, as simple as it is. Let me just use something to demonstrate it. I'm going to use a shape to demonstrate it. I don't want to be using only text. It's looking boring. Yeah. And nobody talked. I know some of you want to talk, but you are feeling like it's still UX. So I don't want it to look too boring to us. So let me just use this, and then I change its color so at least we have a feel of what we're doing. And then, so the first thing I'm going to write here is what will the user do? Immediately they download your app. What will they do? They launch the app. Launch app. So that's the first thing. Remember, our goal is to draw an information architecture, but we want to first of all see the tasks of the users. So after that, we can create something here. Yep. If you don't know how I did that, Figma allow me to do that easily. Adding connectors instead of me using this connector up and down. I can just click on this shape. Since it's a shape, I'll click on this arrow, and then when I click on it, it's going to show me different objects here. So I can just click on this object, any of the objects I want. And then I've been using this, I click on it. Then a connector will automatically be added to it. I believe you understand that. So after that, if you launch the app, the next thing you are going to see is you will see if you have any other suggestion. This is not the information architecture, it's just the user tags. You will see the available, am I correct? Yeah, available properties. Yeah. So I just need to increase this guy, and then this guy is too long. I can reduce it so that I will have a good design. Yeah. So yeah. So after you've seen the available properties, then for an existing user, you can just log in, because we need your details before you can request. Remember, one of the tasks that we have here is allow user connect with a community of like-minded individuals. So before we know the like-minded individuals, we need your details. Do you understand? So before we can know you, before we can allow you to do anything or request, we need you to sign up, and then you register something. So it's strongly advisable that you put all those things into consideration. So, but for new user, you sign up. And then we just need to put a note here. Let me just open a bracket. Let me zoom up so that you guys can see. I don't want you, some of you I know, some of you are logged in with your phone, and I'm somehow considerate a bit, so you'll not be stretching your eyes. But by the time we enter full lo-fi and hi-fi, you will need to be connected with your system. It's strongly advisable so that you can easily move along with what we are doing. I'll be showing you some tips and tricks in Figma that you will be needing. So log in and sign up. Nobody corrected me. That's very bad of you guys. That means you're not following. Instead of sign up, I wrote sign. So log in and sign up. Then I'll put a note here that for non-authenticated users. So that means if you are not authenticated yet, you need to log in or sign up. But assuming you've logged in before, you've logged in, and then you now search for properties. You saw the available properties. You don't really need to log in. It will move you directly. So we are going to be treating that in our IA, but for now I will just leave it as this. So after that, I will have the last thing here, and then let me see from our goal. Our goal is to get a property at ease. Get. That means we need to allow the user, after logging in and you've seen the property you want, you need to request for it. That means you need to get it. So, and from the best idea, we say show the top tier houses with the contact details, blah, 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 blah. Allow users to like-minded individuals, relationship networking, allow users to filter price. So if users can perform all these, they should be able to get the property. So after you've logged in, we just need get or let me say place a request. Place a request, because you can't just get it like that. So place a request, and then sorry, this guy is too long for my liking. I don't know why. So then I place another one here, and then I say get your request. So this is the user tags. We just have a simple user tags here. And then after that, we now move to the full information architecture. Now, what is an information architecture? This is the flow at which user move from the beginning to the end. As its name implies, information. That means the whole thing about our application, I mean the version 1. I know there are a lot of things that we still need to consider while designing, but I want to explain something in a real time, just real quick to you guys, that there is something they call MVP. MVP. So if you started a project like this, you should try as much as possible. Maybe you should label it version 1. Version 1. So if there is anything that we need to adjust, we will be placing it or noting them. It's either you have it corrected from onset, like this, our problem statement and the likes, or you put it in version 2. So it's very, very important for you to enter market first and see what the users are talking about with your application. But make sure you do a very good app or a product rather. So if we have any other thing that we are going to be adding to it, it might either come from the onset that we had our research here, or it's falling to version 2. So, and the version 2 might be your own. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have some other things you want to add to it. That is your own. This application, I've not seen it before. We are just building it right here. Real estate that has a connection with people in community, and then they exist together, and it's digital. So I've not seen it. So we are just building it from scratch. And I like this. So now let's talk about the full information architecture. I don't want to repeat the word information architecture here. I will just call it information. I'll call it IA flow. So when you see this, you should know that this is the information architecture flow. And then remember, the summary of the flow lies on all these things here. As the word, as I've explained the other time, information, everything about our app, and then how we would place them on each other, the information architecture. So there are a lot of things, and maybe I will share materials with you that you read about information architecture. I just don't want to keep us busy and be doing theory alone. There are some things you just need to know, like the hierarchy structure and the likes, but we are going to do them. We are going to practicalize them. When we get there, I can be telling you, okay, this is what we call this, and this is what we call this. I just don't want to bug us with notes. We need to get into the project and do something else. So I will start with, I remember I don't want to make it boring. Let me just come up with another shape here. And then let me give it color. Let me go with this blue here. So let's go with this blue. We've introduced that blue before. So this is it. Remember, the first thing the user needs to do is to launch the app. So it's a mobile app. So we launch app. That's the first thing. Remember, information architecture, they flow from the beginning to the end of a user. So now I want us to unmute and start telling me some of the things that you will find interesting with the information that we have here, with the idea that we have here. When you launch your app, I know, let me just give some text here, some tweak something here. So here now, I will have, maybe home tab. I will have the home tab. Let me just bullet it so that we won't just be working like someone that doesn't have Adewale. We might have favorite, favorite will um, favorite will involve those ones that, okay, probably you have intention to get an apartment in Ikeja GRA, and then you've not seen somebody that can collide with you, that you can work together and then get the house. So you can attach that to your favorite. So we have the home page, we have the favorite, and then we have, let's say, profile. So let's just stick to these three things. Or if you want something else, we can add it. So these are the three tabs that is going to be displayed to you. Immediately you launch the app, what will happen? Let me even get your ideas. I can easily throw out these things. Yeah. But I want everybody to be carried along so that we will all move on the same page. So when you launch a real estate application, what is the first thing that comes to you? Anybody? If you tarry, I will call names. So if you have something to say, quickly just
Can
drop.
I say something?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Well, I think the first thing that pops up when you launch an app is probably the design, the first design. For example, if you launch any app now, say it is
Okay.
Access Bank app, it will bring kind of like the logo design
Okay. So
to, I think.
I don't want to use this connector or auto connector. Just want to show you and what this connector is all about. So I can just draw this out, or probably let me duplicate this, and then use this connector and then drag it down here. Yeah. So I move down to the select tool. You can just press the V key on your keyboard, not Control V or Command key, Command V. Just press only V. You are there. I literally don't like this long. Let me just stick to this. Oh, I don't know, and I'm not short. So, well, somebody said splash screen. I guess that really defines what Femi Adedoto is talking about. So we can say splash screen when you launch the app, or instead of launch the app, we have the splash screen first. Let's start with that splash screen. And let me now assume that Femi is talking about walkthrough. So, those kind of things that will show you get this, get connect with each other. We are going to use all these words. We can say connect with like-minded individuals who can comfortably coexist while building relationships. Filter price range, properties, and blah, blah, blah. We can just have those things on a splash screen. Maximum, we can just have 3. So let me just put 3 walkthroughs. I got it right. Yeah, absolutely. No, I did not. Yeah. So we have that. Are we still together? I'm just giving you ideas of what we can quickly do. All right. Another person should give us suggestions, suggest something interesting for us after the walkthrough. Remember that from our user tags, we want them immediately they launch the application. We want them to see available properties. So in some walkthrough, after the walkthrough, they are going to learn to log in or sign up. Don't tell me that now. Don't tell me the login or sign up now, because from our user stats, we said see the available properties. Let me give you a scenario. Some of you used to shop on Jumia or Amazon. You don't need to log in before you start seeing products. When you open the app, you see the product first. But now when you want to order, they will just prompt you, hey guy, come on, go and register, or you log in. So that is the idea of this. We want to welcome the user. Let them be satisfied first. Then you now prompt them to log in. If a user is satisfied, they will easily accept your cookies and other things. So now, who is going to give us idea? Remember, I just have 3 icons at the bottom that we can have on. Why did I say icons at the bottom? 3 navigation that we might put it anywhere. 3 navigations. Anybody from anywhere, either you're in Toronto, you are in USA, London, or very close to me in Lagos, Nigeria. Well, I don't want to monopolize this class, but you can speak. Please, if I want everybody to be engaged, you can speak, Femi.
Okay. Okay. So I think the next thing that will probably be the first thing is looking at the explanation you gave about trying to introduce us to what the app can do even before you are prompted to register when you finally love what you see. I think the first thing will probably be choosing an address, a location of where you want to get a property at.
Okay,
I don't know, like the
that's
location of where the first thing should be the address of the place you're looking for. Say, for example, you want a place in Lekki. Then when you have finally chosen an address, that is when the other prompt of the personnel to talk to should would probably come in.
that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like that. That's a good idea. Okay, just keep it coming, guys. Let's hear you guys. I love that. Or hold on before the next person speak. Let me quickly drop that in a note. I love notes. Yeah. Let me use sticky note. Sticky notes is it's awesome to do that. It's awesome actually. So I will just put sticky note here. These are the things that you need to learn how to do. Whenever reactive is being dropped to you, immediately you write it down. Don't think you will remember later. You might forget. It's not a cause. It's normal thing. That is human. So according to Femi, Femi said we should have the user to select the or let me use location of where he or she wants the property. Am I right? Hello, Femi.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Did
The
I
location of
summarize?
where you want the property. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let me just bullet it. So this would be my note. Yeah, this would be my note. And then I will have this, I will delete this. So I will have we can still have more navigations. Then home, then that's favorite, and then profile. So then let me zoom up so that okay, some of these guys are putting something here. Please speak up. Onboarding screen. Okay, pictures of all available apartments in different locations. I guess that is what Femi is talking about too. Yeah, but we don't want to. The first thing we need to do is to let them select their location. We will still have displays a list of property listing matching the search criteria. Yes, we will have that. I think the splash screen. There are residential, home design, hotels, and commercial properties, etc. Where you click one of all before you continue. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. That's a good suggestion. There should be a search bar where users can search for any properties of their choice. We are going to have that on the home screen. Let me just be jotting this, guys, now. So, in other words, I think on the splash screen, there, there are residential home designs, hotel, agricultural properties, Then we need to allow users, first thing attract the user. That's one of the things I want you to understand. Something that should be, apart from the user personas that you've gathered, something that should always come to your mind as a UX designer is that take note that even you as a user using another person's app, you don't have patience. You always want to do it immediately. When you have something in mind, that is why a lot of AIs now get your they now put in algorithms, and then they start reading what you can ask. They will ask you questions. They will now give you suggestions because they know that you don't have time. You only want to get it very fast. So to curb that out in our design, I think what we have on this first thing, users should have location, and then location and property property type or category. Should we call it category? So that category will now fall under what Ahmed Akinpelu is talking about. So either residential home designs, hotels, agricultural properties, etc. So when you are after the splash screen, after the walkthrough, you will need to fill some small things like where is your location, where are you looking at. After that, you now tell us what kind of category do you want. You now say, oh, I want hotel, I want a short let, I want a landed property, I want agricultural properties, I want all this. So it's a very nice idea. I like that. All right. App displays a list of property listing matching search criteria. Yes, immediately you log in, you launch the app, we will add that to it for sure. Pictures. All right. Thank you very much. We have these notes here. Please, if you drop another chat, just let me know. You can just give a reaction. Yeah, just give a slight reaction. I will see it so that I won't be carried away. I'm not this person that used to listen to plum plum. A lot of plum used to occur on my phone and system. So okay, so after the walkthrough, then we need this information here. Where should the user select the location and property category? So search criteria. Let's just have duplicate here. Or what do we call it? Search criteria. So, and then I connect this guy to this guy. Yeah. Okay, someone is raising hand. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to ask, after the walkthrough, ideally, okay, if the person is not, are we not to come to the screen where you either log in or you continue as a guest? I'm just asking.
Okay, I'll answer your question. The next person, Adebajo. Adebajo.
Okay. I was trying to suggest that we should have this home screen that will display different properties before we start searching for what we want.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, Katrin, you said we should have
Like I was
either
saying, yes, like you launch an app, yeah, so you can either register as a new user or you log in, or you continue as a guest.
if you continue as a guest, I want to ask you a question. If you continue as a guest, and then you want to get your request or place your request, will you still log in or sign up?
And maybe at that point is when you might not get the option of registering for you to continue with that.
Okay. But I think it's a nice idea actually. But I think it's at it's like we are repeating something that the users already omitted. That I don't know how I'm going to put this now, but I think the best experience we can give our user in this way is that they should, if they have not logged in before, you know, at times, unlike your WhatsApp, if you want to launch it now, it won't prompt you to register your phone number and the likes again. That is because you have been authenticated already. But remember that we are assuming that the user just downloaded the app from the Play Store or the store. So the first thing the user needs to do is to launch the app. Coming down to the user stacks now. After that, see available properties. When you launch the app, you see available properties. After you've seen it and you are satisfied with it, then you want to select one. You selected one. Before you now place requests, it will prompt you to log in or sign up. But I now bracket something here. There's a bracket here for non-authenticated users. So this one, in fact, let me change the color to a gray so that you will know that it's not useful if you are already authenticated. It's not useful. So when you see available properties and then you are already authenticated, that means you've already logged in before, you are already using the app. Since it's not a wallet something, we don't need to be locking it up and down. Yeah, assuming it has wallet in it, then we can say, oh, you need to lock it. You need to add fingerprint to unlock. You need to add this. Since it is not a wallet, in fact, as an agent, I can help people to get properties from this application. So they can just log in. And I guess that is why WhatsApp said did not have all this login, but they are having it now, fingerprint and lock, because some people need privacy actually. But we don't need that now. We can actually use that in our version 2. These are the things that I used to consider. Well, but it's going to be coming from the users. When users start complaining that, somebody logged into my app and then starts using it to get ahead, then we need to put into consideration the security measures. So this login and sign up is totally not functioning if you already log in or sign up on the app. When you see available properties and you want it, you place your request. That means if you have logged in. But if you have not logged in before, you will need to log in before you place request. That being said, coming down to this, our walkthrough. After that, you need to search criteria. So coming down to this search criteria, you just need to, you see, unlike a blockchain now, at times they can just show you some little things and then tell us about yourself. Okay, this is where you belong to. Or maybe you are just signing up for the first time on Spotify or Boomplay or the likes. They will tell you, select your preferred artist. So it's because they want to use that to get you the proper thing you want. So that's why I said search criteria. So that search criteria will be information from this place here. We said we should have the users to select location and property category of where he or she wants the property. So I want Lekki or VI. I want Akure. I want some places in Abuja. So I can just select some random places and then I'll select the kind of property I want. And then after that, I'll move down to the home page. So immediately I land onto the home page now. Based on the search criteria or the inputs that I have, that is what I'm going to be getting more often. Though I can still get featured properties and some other things, but it's going to be populating those things for me first. Those things that I've selected first. So these are the ways algorithm can work. I'm fine-tuning development, like the real core developers to the UX now. Don't mind me. It's usually happen at times. Well, the second question from Precious. Precious said we should have the search or something. We should have the search bar or the homepage should come first before the search bar. I don't think I get your question right. Is that it?
Yes, I'm saying that the home screen should display lots of pictures, property listings, listings before we start searching for what we want.
Okay, but that's why I told you guys to hold on. So I want to see if I will answer both together. But from what I explained earlier, I guess you understand why we have the search criteria now. We want to pinpoint what the user really wants and then give them what they want. Remember, users don't have patience. They are always in a hurry. So they just want to see, and then, so when we have the search criteria, they land on the homepage, they will see all those things that they've searched for. I mean, they've input. They didn't search, maybe because of the word search that I use. Or somebody borrow me word instead of search. Anybody? Ahmed Akin Pelu. God will help me. I will know how to pronounce name one day.
Akinpelu, sir. Akinpelu.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. I think
You are off. I can't hear you.
like you said. Can you hear me now, sir?
Of course, yes.
Okay. After we have created the first screen where users can pick the kind of properties, I feel like they have to sign up because users are not patient, like you said, and we have to send newsletters as we that want to do business with them. I feel like that sign up is needed, not because they have to sign up and tell us everything they have now, but at least their email to continue. So if the person is not patient enough, maybe the person felt like we don't have that kind of property in our newsletter, like Boomplay that you have mentioned now, anything that makes you register on Boomplay, their newsletter will almost kill you. Every time you have to go back there and check what are these people saying again.
But,
Even
but the truth
GG,
of the
even
matter
Gmail.
is, but the truth of the matter is that up to now, I didn't have accounts with Boomplay, but I used to listen to music on Boomplay. Until one day on my other device, I decided to create an account with them. I decided to create an account with them. And that was when I knew that they also have all these input fields. And the reason was that I wanted to save one song. Now, let me now tell you where UX comes in. Give the users at least what they want for some times. By the time they are in a tight corner, they need your service. They will do whatever they want you to do, or they will do whatever you want them to do. So when they've seen that they have this person, they've seen somebody that can pay 50% as you've requested of the apartment you want, and the person's profile is here. You can, in fact, maybe you can even have the person's social accounts, like the Facebook, the LinkedIn, so that you at least know the person in deep, not just on our app. Then you now check through, you say, oh, this person also is just exactly like my religion. We even attend the same place of worship. Then you are interested with it, and then we now ask you sign up if you want to get this thing. Won't you sign up? We now ask you again after sign up, accept our newsletter. You will accept it easily because you've seen what you want. So the number one thing is just give them what they want. You see, they will come back to you and do whatever. Look at how people are complaining about WhatsApp. We have Telegram, we have other social platforms that people can easily talk to each other. I'm discussing with one of my colleagues yesterday, Sunday, and then we were talking about how people message themselves like WhatsApp on Instagram. I was like, wow, it's actually good. It's just to communicate. But people still come back to WhatsApp and they still talk. Despite the fact that WhatsApp has a lot of bugs, they will still come because they love what they are getting. So if I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of give them what they want, and then it is unique. This our app is unique. Give them what they want, they will surely register. I think, well, am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes,
who
sir.
has
Thank you
the
very much.
contrary opinion to what I've just said? Anybody? Maybe we should just move on to log in and sign up. If I can see another person with a very good, another opinion, maybe we can have that. All right, I assume there is none. So I'm requesting for for a grammar that we can use instead of saying search criteria, because that is a little bit confusing to some people. So maybe we can just have another word. Let me search for grammarian here. Let me search. Grace Grace Baye. Grace Baye. I guess your network is good today. And you can hear us loud and clear.
Yes, I can.
Okay, Colade, you've not been saying anything since morning. What happened? Are you on transit? I guess so. I can't even hear you, but I see you on mute. Okay, let me, Ogechi, give us one word that we can use apart from search criteria. So it's going to allow everyone know that this is what we want. I guess you understand what I'm talking about. I think such criteria is still good since nobody's talking. Let me just, without wasting our time, this is almost 11 o'clock again. Who's going to hold this time for me? So after this, we land on the home page. So and then let's add colors so that we are going to understand this thing. Splash screen is a must. Anything anytime you launch the app, the splash screen will always come. So we will leave it as blue. This walkthrough, it is not a must. If you are coming in later, you won't be able to see walkthrough again. So let's change its color to blah blah blah. Somebody suggests you guys can see the color that I have here. So let me just pick this. Then this one also, or let me just draw you've started indigo, as if you want to build rainbow. Don't mind me, I like cracking jokes at times. So these are the three colors that we are going to be using for our I8, so it will be easy for people to understand. So this one will represent always, this one will represent one time, and then this one will represent what else? What else? What else? Well, for UX, we don't really need to be thinking of colors, actually. I just want us to have a balanced something. Oh, we used gray here. We should also use gray here. So we should be consistent with it. So search criteria also should be one-time thing. You can still search. So this place is now our home screen. See, under this home screen, let's connect this guy to it. Under this home screen, we can now have various things. Now, under this home screen, we can have, let me just duplicate this. Now, all the things that you've been suggesting, let me check. There should be a search bar where user can search for any of the property. So under the home screen, we should have search bar and filter. So I just need to connect this guy to this guy. So then I duplicate this. After that, we will have featured. Let me just use featured. It's login and sign up. Login. I guess this guy is a backend engineer. So all those backend engineers, they don't use login and sign up to do. So it's going to click down here, and then we can as well have this. Then featured property. This featured property might be premium ones. Yeah, featured property. We just don't want to call it premium. So we can just say featured properties. So properties that the admins, they are 100% sure that this one, they are the one that posted this featured property. We can just put bracket premium. Yeah. Don't mind me. At times you just need to be doing some so. And then we should have latest property. Latest property. So latest property will display um, all the properties that we have. A user just or an agent or whatever, whoever just posted. We are not doing the agent side for now. Yeah, we are not doing that for now. So let me just track this a bit here. So it looks nice. Yeah. So what else? What else on the home? Somebody give us ideas. Let ideas keep coming in. Yeah, this login and sign up also will be on gray, since it's going to be either one time or login and sign up, or user's name. Yeah. So we just need to put this like this so we know it's like this. Then who can give us something else? Something else. Let me check my notes if we have okay, these navigations, these are the navigation we have. So, and have favorite screen. Favorite, this one will allow me not to use you now. So under the favorite screen, we have some other things there. And then we will have the navigation screen also. So, but here now we can add more things to this one. Somebody suggests something that we can add. An arrow to go back to where you're coming from. You're coming from Ejibu. Well, how? Please unmute and talk. Please unmute and talk. From where? Unmute and talk, please. I am talking, so I want you to talk.
Okay, sir. The thing is, I feel like after you have left home screen, when you have seen the home screen, is when you see all of this search bar, login, sign up, or username or password, featured properties, premium, latest properties. But then I feel like maybe you still have some things to do at the search criteria. Maybe you don't even want to get to this stage. Maybe you searched for something different. There should be a way you can still go back. I feel like we have to design a kind of arrow or a space underneath, just like a bank app now. If you are trying to sign up, you are seeing all of these login, username and sign up, you should be able to press back. Back should not mean you are leaving the entire app. It should mean you are still coming to those beautiful designs of the search criteria or the, I can't see it very well, or the first thing that you wrote before search criteria.
Okay.
What I think, sir.
Okay. Okay. Anybody with another thing with that suggestion? Do you think it's awesome for users to go back to the search criteria again? Anybody? Durosimi Sadiq. We are not talking about today. Okay, Femi, go ahead.
Okay. I think that when it comes to search, basically, if there's a search prompt that you can just type what you want. Let's say you want something specific and you search for it. You can literally just cancel, like just maybe there should be a place in the search
Skip.
option that will just show maybe like cancel and go back to home. I don't think there's need to do the backward thing. Most sites these days, they will have like just like if you look at this, I'm using a PC for the Google Meet. In the in messages that people are sending in, you can see the top right of it, there's an arrow to cancel that message. So I think that could probably be a way to just, instead of the going back thing, could just be a close button. Yes, a close prompt to just stop something, the search, this thing. Just in response to what the last speaker said, about the going back. I mean, I
All
think
right.
the going back is not really.
Okay.
Uh,
What you need to understand is you see that prompt that you are saying here, we can call it a modal. Yeah, can you hear me?
yes,
Hello?
yes.
Okay, we can call it a modal. So you can even there are some ways they structure modal that you will say it should stay. Hmm? The modal should stay even when you click out. When you are doing your prototype, we can talk about that. So um we have that. And then I want us to understand that search bar will be on the sorry. I want you to know that search bar will be on the home screen. That's why I said home screen. So apart from the search criteria is just to show you um, a preview of what you need and just to grab information about what you need. Exactly. So whatever you need, you just click on it and then come down to the home screen. When you get down to the home screen, when you get down to the home screen, then when you get down to the home screen, sorry, you can still use the search bar and filter to get whatever you want. You can still use the search bar and filter to get whatever. Maybe unconsciously you just clicked on anything while you are working or while you are going through the walkthrough and the search criteria, and then you landed on the home screen. If you need something else, you can just use the search bar and filter. It will also give you whatever you want. Despite the fact that something like Boomplay, Spotify, and the likes, they give you all this access for this search criteria, you can still search some other artists again. You can still search them. But when you click on the search bar, there's an icon there. We don't need to put that in our information architecture now. Those ones are the things that will be in our lo-fi or wireframes. You understand that? So what we just need to do here in our information architecture is we want to see what and what will be on the page. So now we have the search bar and filter. We can just have that. And then in our low file or wireframe, whatever you call it, it's going to have all those features on this on the page on the modal. So login also is going to have. Now I did not put in username, password, whatever. No, I don't need it now. So when we get down there, we are going to know what and what we need to put. Is that clear now? Okay, so with that being said, we move on to the next thing, favorite screen. Since you guys said, remember that the home screen, the favorite, and the profile, there will be navigation. So we don't really need to put back button on the favorite screen to go back home. It's not a website or somehow. So the navigation at the bottom will navigate us to either the home screen, favorite screen, or the profile screen. So we can have that. We don't need to go back. But when we are on a sub page from a main navigation, we can have the back button. You understand that? So that is what I want you guys to understand. So please just give me 2 minutes now. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. Hi, hi everyone. Good morning. Before Mr. David gets back, let me just quickly make an announcement. Please, if you can hear me, please just react so that I'm sure you can hear me. Okay, thank you very much for that. Yes, so
Yes.
it's about the CVs we asked for during the soft skills on Friday. I know some people said they had issues filling the soft skills part of the assessment. I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to just leave it open. So I'll leave that open till the end of the week. You still have time to optimize your CVs and LinkedIn and all social platforms and add them to that form. And during the week, I'm going to send templates. Some of you said you'd rather have templates for the CV. So I'm going to, if you don't want to do it yet, you can hold on. If you need templates, if you already have like a template, you think it's good enough, you can
Thank
submit it already.
you. Ah, so sweet.
If
Nice.
you,
Template is good.
yeah, a sample template doesn't mean you just copy the exact same thing, but so you see what should be covered and how it should look generally. So that will be shared. I'm not sure, maybe by Wednesday, but after the template is shared, I will give like extra maybe 24 hours before I close the form. So, and your instructors will announce to you once I've sent the template. So that's all I need to pass. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mr. David and Eniola. Well done. I don't know if that question is for me, but if it is, please just go and ask.
The soft skills questions, we could not access it. I could not do
Yeah.
it.
I said that. I said I'm going to check what is wrong with the form. Eniola
Okay.
reported that. I'll fix it. So it's open for longer. You can take it anytime.
Yeah. Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay, so I was graded. That means I can take the test again.
You were graded. You also were not able to take the soft skills.
Yes, it went straight into filling the social media and every other thing question.
Oh, I see. Okay, it's fine. I'll fix that. You can retake it. It's okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. No
Can I
problem.
ask a
Everyone
question?
can retake it.
My own question is why answering the questions. There are some questions that I did not see why answering the question, but upon submission, it brings out some questions that I did not answer them or something, and I think I answered those questions.
You probably skipped it by mistake, but it's fine. I'll just recheck the form, and you
Most
still
of
have a week.
the questions I saw they are under project management and so, and I answered questions under use.
Okay. I'm just going to check. Like I said, it will be open for a week. I hope that everything will be fixed. Thank you. So that Mr. David can continue.
Because I made it a rule in it from Mondays and Thursdays we watch it. If brain is not being washed, not wash of washing floor, wash of washing.
Mr. David, please, you can continue. Sorry for taking your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry for the breakout. Yeah. Where do we stop? Now we have search bar and filter, login and sign up or user's name. Yeah. Featured properties, that is premium, latest property. And then maybe I'm just thinking of something, maybe we can have banner adverts. Open somewhere, yeah, maybe optional. So I guess that should be the third color. I guess that should be the third color of what I'll be doing. I just like to note something so that anybody that comes across this thing can easily get it right. So green will serve as my optional something. So, and then it should also be connected. No way. Connected to this. Remember, it's a connector. It shouldn't be coming from this guy here. This guy should be connected to it. So, oh, sorry, I'm the one that made mistake. This connector here should be like this. All these guys are supposed to go like this. So I will just quickly do that. I guess that shouldn't be a problem for us. Yeah. So, and then I tap the V key. Remember, I told you then. Now, favorite screen. We also need to search something and filter on the favorite screen. Remember, you might have added more than one favorite property. So, if you add, if you've added more than one, you can easily search for the ones that you want. Maybe 3-bedroom flat in GRA, Ikeja. Just you've added it before and then you want to see. So search and filter. Then after that, we will have favorite properties. So these are the two things that will be on the search here. So I can easily connect these two guys with it. Now, any option, other option for this, any other option for this? Any other option for this? So literally I can just, no, I don't need any option for this. I assume there is none. So I duplicate this. Then the third thing I assume we can have is the profile. So I have the profile. There should be a search bar where the user can search for properties. Yes, we've done that. Then we've done this. If there's any other notes, I'm going to take note of it almost immediately. So here now, profile. Here now, profile. So let's do some logic here. At times, this is the way I do. When you click on profile, there should be a suggestion that will come to you. So a suggestion that will come to you is an option. Company connections, company groups, company should be an option. So then I will write in it and I will say authenticated. Yeah, I'll put a question mark. I don't want to be writing story. So at times you can have this. So if you are authenticated, you know where to go. Yeah, you know where to go if you are authenticated. So I will just print this here. Then yes. Blah blah. This guy should be the blue here that we are using. Somebody's raising hand. Who is that person? Then I can say yes. And then no. I thought I'm on Figma. There is a trick now that we can use to remove all these extra spaces, extra border spaces on Figma. So I thought it's on Figma, so I want to remove it more. Yeah. So if you are not authenticated, you move down to login, sign up, blah 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 blah. But if you're authenticated, we see some things on your profile. So over to you guys. Let's see what we can have. Hurry up, hurry up. I think we can start our wireframe with this. In fact, I wish you guys, thank God you guys have the link to this this figure. I want to see at least a wireframe. Yeah, a wireframe from you before tomorrow's class. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. If we did not finish this and then we did not start wireframe today, you'll be the one to start it yourself and we continue from where you stop individually. And I believe your project is also running very fast. Catherine, okay, go ahead.
And for the profile, I think the user might also want to probably edit his or her account details.
I don't get that.
Like being able to edit his or her account details, like a profile. User might want to like change his or account details, like edit at any time.
Okay. So let me bring my notepad here. That means you are already authenticated. That is why you can access the, let me change its color to this brighter. Yeah. So I will know it's a notepad. So profile page. Said user edit information. Okay. Okay, let me bring it here so that I will not disturb my flow. Who else want to give us something interesting? All right, that is for the authenticated users. If you are authenticated, you can Sheung, sorry, Odumusi, you are raising your hand since. Sorry, your hand might have been paining you. Sorry, Jerry, my brother. Sheung, go ahead. Okay, Princess, I don't want to waste.
No, sorry, it was my epic that was it. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Sheung.
So I said it was a mistake. Sorry, sir.
Oh, all right, Princess.
Settings, like in the profile page, there has to be like settings.
Section.
Settings.
Come again.
Settings. Settings.
Settings.
Yes.
Okay. Settings. What would be in the settings? We can't just say settings. Settings of what? App settings, right? So like what?
If the person probably wants to change his password, notifications on, like probably notifications on new stuffs in the app, then
Notifications of new apps.
new features
Miss
in the app.
Amy, in your life, you are raising up your hand. Notification of new apps.
Yes, sir. I wanted to talk about another navigation, like talk to an agent or support.
Okay. Talk to an agent. Let me put it here. Talk to an agent. Okay. Talk, Abby.
Or probably chat. I think chat would be better.
Okay. Chat with an agent. So notification of new, I said apps, properties. Then what else? So user edit information should be change name. You can't change email though. Change name, password, and what again?
The
Address,
location.
location. So what else we remember? We are going to be putting it, please. Time is just running. No. That I said good morning, everyone. It's already 9:20. No. Eh? And I told this princess to help me hold the time that I'm coming. She left it. Okay. Someone else is talking.
Yes, sir.
App settings or something else on the profile page.
No, I want to say something entirely.
Okay, go ahead.
Is there a way we can bring in transaction or search history?
History.
I mean, I'm talking about transaction. Maybe you've done transactions before. Maybe you've purchased anything from the app before. So is there a way we can trace the transaction, like transaction and search history? Or probably you searched something before and you are like, okay, you want to go back to that thing you have searched. So rather than searching by day, you can just go to the history and click on it.
So from our user tags here, anytime you get your request, it will be, or you place a request, two things. It will be as an history. So you can get that in your profile page too, because it's personalized. It's just for you.
Yes.
Yeah, we can have that. Okay, what else? Remember, you are not paying. There is no wallet. So recently viewed, let's put that one at the top before transaction history. Recently viewed from at this. Okay, that's good. What else? Princess, you want to say something, Catherine?
Sorry, I wanted to say, would there be option?
Jam.
I wanted to say, would there be option for referring somebody to the app?
Let's put that one in version 2. Remember, the stakeholders did not put that in a problem for us.
Okay.
They didn't put that in a problem for us. And then we did our persona. Assuming our persona said, I can't find proper reference, or somebody did not refer me to a good agent or thereabout, we had referral. Maybe we can have that in our upcoming version. But for now, we do not have that in our information. So it's a very good idea. It will sell your app very, very fast because people love free money, especially those real estate agents. Okay. Next person. People are raising and talk.
Okay.
Don't jump. Okay, let me call you. Catherine, go first. Then Femi, ladies first. Let's do that.
Okay. For a user that is not authenticated, can we infuse registration, like trying to the person is not yet.
Sorry, there is noise at the background. I am squeezing my ears to pick your own voice.
Okay, I said for a user that is not authenticated.
Okay.
Can the
That
person
is where login. See, all these things we are
doing
here is the note that authenticated, yes. These are the things that will fall under the yes. The things that will fall under the yes will be all these app settings, recently viewed properties, transaction history. They will fall under the yes. But under the no, we are going to be having the authentication screen. So you understand? The authentication screen. Sorry, favorite apps. Oh, sorry, favorite property. Latest property. We're supposed to have something here too. So when user clicks on it, information that comes out, and then you are going to have option also to tell you either you are going to log in or sign up. We are going to have all those things. Don't worry. That's why I said we need to be fast. If I'm asking you guys question, if you have anything to say, quickly raise up your hand. So I'll call you and then we finalize all this. This is not the end. This is not the next flow that we are talking about. We still have more flows. We still have authentication. Authentication itself is one thing that we must take very serious because we want the users. Or instead of this banner adverts, let's have newsletter. Yeah. Subscribe to newsletter. And it's also important, so I can just have it like this. Okay, yeah, that's all. So let's stick to this information here now. Then for that, you want to say something? Go ahead, Catherine.
Okay. think they will also will be having the profile should be having the logout button too.
Okay. About. So
So
on
I was thinking to make a suggestion. Or
okay.
you mentioned something about the agents, like the agents that would be in contact with the user of the app. Is there a way that maybe the users can rate the agent like 4 star, 3 star, 5 star, according to how they are the customer service of the agents are? Is it? I think it could work when it comes to real agent. This thing rating the staff,
That's
or let me say
that's
the estate agent staff that attended to the user of the app, maybe face-to-face interaction that they had. What was their experience like? Did they enjoy it? They
I
can rate
have it already
it.
now. Did you see?
uh,
Rate agents. So
oh,
so after chat with agents, we have rate agents. Yeah. Or should we have agent tab? Should we have it?
I think rate agent is just perfect for it.
No, I mean this is a tab here in navigation home screen. We also have another one here. We also have profile here. So should we have so we can easily navigate to all the agents that we have? No, we are not building app for agents. We are building for users first. So let's just take it. And then when you click on latest properties, you can see the agent that posted it. You can click on the profile of the agent. Remember that one of the things that Gigi, Jumia, Konga, they will always do. They don't put their vendors at the forefront until you see the product you want. You can now see the vendor that posted it, then you can rate. So they are not putting their vendors at the forefront. So let's just stick to that. It has reason. You get why, as one of my guys used to say. You tell me you get why. All right, Catherine, you want to say something? Hurry up, hurry up. It's already 11:13. Okay. I guess you're saying nothing. Okay. So let's start here now. If you are authenticated, we have some things that you can do real quick. So the first one is the edit profile. Then we have app settings. We still have our notes here, so we can just drop it later. So we have recently viewed properties. Then we have transaction history. We have we have so if you are not authenticated, we know that for sure you need to sign up, because for you to overround our application and then come down here, that means you don't have account before. So the first screen that will come to you is sign up. Instead of login, sign up. But under that, we can still now have we can then have, so this one shouldn't be from authenticated. They are just like, let me remove this and then do real quick, fasting. So we also have login. We also have forgot password. Blah 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 blah. Sorry. So we have forgot password. What else? What else can we have? I guess that's all for now. These are the 3 things you used to do, right? So authenticated, yes. So when you are signing up with what? What do we have? What can we have? On the sign up, to sign up, this is how we can easily structure this diagram. Let me just use another method. We can say email. That means if your email is correct, you move down to add, or let me just say users information. Yeah. So the first thing when you're on the sign up page, 2 options. The first thing that comes to you is the email. So we have the email here. When you enter your email, after that, it's going to read, like check if the email exists. If it doesn't exist, then it's going to send you OTP. I guess this one should be OTP here. After that, I'm just trying to reverse a bit. Let me just use this and then reduce this time. Yeah. So OTP, then users information. And after that, if you are good, if all the information is correct, you should be landing to the home page thereafter. So I can just move this up. Yeah. Okay. Or instead of the home page, I can just, okay, somebody suggest where you can move to after users information, because something just popped up to my brain and I want to see if you guys can think exactly the way I'm thinking. Or if not exactly, almost. Users information. When you fill in your user information and you submit it, where are you going next? Nobody.
Isn't it the home screen?
Home screen. Okay. Let's stick to that. There are sometimes there is an information saved already. Don't worry, maybe we'll get that. We'll get that later. You will now see that at times you will not need to go to the home screen. Login. When you click on login, you enter your information, enter login info, and then from there you enter the login too. Then I will move this up so that it will not tally with what we are doing. Yeah. So sorry, I just want to adjust this arrow here. Yeah. Yeah. So after that, forgot password. The first thing, enter your email, and then after your email, authenticate your OTP or magic link anyhow. Then we have enter new password. That's how to reset your password. So we are done with the what? The non-authenticated user. So when you finish this, where are you going? You are going back to login. Yeah. You are going back to login. So you just need to log in. So from login, you can then, sorry, let me say the end point should be this arrow. I'm not seeing the arrow. I'm not seeing the arrow here. Or somebody, is it my eyes? Okay, let me do that this. Yeah. So enter password. When the password is correct, you move down to the login. All right. Then after that, God help us. Yes, authenticated. Yes, edit profile, app settings, recently viewed properties. See, when we get down to low file, we'll be talking about the details inside all these ones. We just need to quickly go down to the home screen back here. Any other thing you suggest on profile that we've not added? Let me hear your view. Hurry up, hurry up. Nobody. Nobody. Let's quickly review this. Let's quickly review this. Authenticated, because I don't want to come down here again. I want to move on to the next screen. I guess it should be favorite screen because it's not much. We don't we need some few things on this search bar. Yes, you edit profile, app settings, recently viewed properties, transaction history, and then log out. Under this transaction history, do you have anything that we can do? No, it's just to read information. This one is just to read information. So yeah. Search bar. Search bar. So on the search bar and filter, what will happen? Somebody talk, somebody talk. I'm waiting for you guys.
I didn't get the question on the search bar and filter. Like, is it that what are we expecting to have in that space?
Well, the truth is, we can just have filter. Okay, we don't really need anything on that search bar and filter. So we only just need input details, right? Okay, Precious.
We can have this price range type of property.
Okay. All right, thank you. So all these things will go into the low-fi prototype. When we get down to low-fi prototype, we will be dealing with it. Exactly. So favorite property, I just need to move this guy here. Search it's like a feature on it, so it's not a screen. So here now you can have details of the favorite property. Now single. So we are going to have the details. So if you know you are a real estate agent, please start looking for details, or maybe you can look at existing projects. I guess it's also an idea that you can use. So details of the favorite property. After that, we can have after you've seen the details, we can have, remember we have option to chat with, sorry, yeah, we have option to chat with an agent and also rate agent, and the agent will fall under this or this latest property or featured property, any of the two. So we have details of favorite property. Then when you now see the details, what action did you want the users to take? Somebody talk. What action did you want the user to take after they've seen the details?
Proceed to purchase.
You said?
I said proceed to purchase. Like check out, like you want to buy. Or they can actually chat with the agent for money.
Proceed to purchase. Purchase. Let's see what we have in our user goal. In our user goal, after you've seen the property, see available property, you place a request. When you place a request, it comes down to favorite screen. Sure, you understand? When you place a request, the request you place comes down to favorite screen. Okay, let me say, instead of this one, requested property. Yeah. Or should we have another word for request? Because remember, one of the key feature is allow user connect with a community of like-minded individuals. So you need to place a request so that we are going to see those people that have placed requests on that property so that we can merge them together. So you need to do something first, save it somewhere because it might not be immediately. Or if it is immediately, you can go ahead to proceed to purchase. So let's have requested properties, details of the requested property. And then after that, proceed to purchase. Or can we have check? Under this, we have check before proceed to purchase. Check for collaboration. You these people, this topic that you allow us to do is very long, but no problem. We got that day. My guy used to say that. So details of the request. If you want to do the agent part, that's when you know that you are doing a very big project, not just small. Details of the requested property. Check for collaboration. So when you check the details, you will check if there is somebody there. And meanwhile, on these details of the property, requested property, you'll have seen if somebody has requested also for it. But that is where you will now click on to see the person. Check for collaborator. Yeah. So collaborator. You check the person that has also requested for it, and then you make your purchase. Is it purchase we call it? I don't want to use the word purchase. It's requests. API call. Check for collaboration. Details of the requested property.
Proceed to check out.
Proceed to check out. Thank you. Proceed to check out. So after that, you can now, immediately you proceed to check out, you can then see the transaction history. Yeah. So immediately you proceed to check out, you now come down to transaction history. Then it will now show you that this is what you've done so far. We are done with that. Any comment? Any talk on it? Any talk on that? No talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
There are some people that want to buy property. When they get to, before they proceed to check out, some might not have the actual amount for the property right now. So they might want to add their property to cards or something like that. Maybe they want to put it on road for to source for money before they come back and check out. Is there a way they can save that property?
That is a very nice idea. What if I did not want anybody to collaborate with me, right? And I want to buy it myself. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, check for collaborator. This is where we do it. Details of the requested property. It has one person that has indicated to collaborate with you. Then we will now check for collaborator here. You will check. After that, we will have one information here. Then the information will be a kite from us. So we can say, let's just call it outright payment or collaborate. Let's use that. Collaborate. So the information is to collaborate. Then I bring this down here. Collaborate. If it is yes. If it is yes. I proceed to check out. Then if it is no, that means I don't want to collaborate. Then what do you think we can do? But we will still proceed to check out. We just want to get information from you. Remember, the idea is to collaborate. So now that you are not collaborating, we need to get something from you. Let's just add more details. Maybe the people that used to bring it will bring the details later. Then we will now come down to proceed to check out. Sorry. Proceed check out. Then this one should be no. Size medium, small. Small. Yeah. Who's this? Okay, Sadiq. Okay. All right. Do you have any form of kite anywhere? Yeah. This one also. Let's be sincere with ourselves. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We are getting there. Awesome ideas, awesome people. Now, I think I'm getting there, almost there. So search bar and filter, good. Log in and sign up or username. I want us to link. If they click on login, it should come down to this place. So in that note, I will need to adjust this field here. I will need to adjust this field and turn it to a kite. So I will just change the shape to a kite. So I'll call it authenticated. Just the same thing. Authenticated. So if it is yes, you can come down here. If it is no, you can then come down here. So it's very bad for us to have our connector on top of our business, so I can easily navigate all these guys like this. Yeah, try to be clearer. Yeah, man. Okay. Let me just put it up here. Okay. And then this guy here, it should be here. I don't want it. Let's put it here. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So we have authenticated. If it is yes, we can just have our text yes, and then so if it is yes, I don't want you to go too far. So check it here. Let me put it on it so you know it's on it. Yeah. Let me see. Sorry, this is yes. This arrow is yes. This arrow is yes. Why this one is no? Sorry, it's overlapping here. I've taken small. I'm managing my space. As if Figma want to charge me. I'm on draft now. But I'm just considerate because I know some of you guys will be finding it difficult to scroll. And if you want to be very good with your design, you will need mouse. You will not use your keyboard, your laptop stuff. You will need mouse so that it will be very comfortable for you. Yeah. So let me just assume that we get this right. So featured properties, premium. It will look pretty much like this. Details. Yeah. Watching details of the premium property. And after that, you can now say add to favorite. Yeah. So from this add to favorite, it's going to link you down here. Yeah. So when you click on add to favorite, yeah. When you click on add to favorite, it's going to link you down to the favorite screen, and then you see it here. That's for that. Then what else? Latest property, just the same thing exactly. It's just that I remember I told you this one is a premium, why this one is a latest property. So I'll just duplicate these two guys and then bring it down. Then this guy also here, and then this guy. Or let's have a reusable component. Let me just come down here and then bring down there. Yeah. So details of premium. Sorry. I would just need a reusable component. I don't need all this while. Details of property. And here I will come down here. Yeah. So latest property also comes down here. And I move this guy out a bit. Let me style this guy. So both of them should be like this. Yeah. Yeah. So subscribe to our newsletter. That one is normal constant, like the search and filter. So it's just a bar there. Ladies and gentlemen, there is two things we need to add. Chat with an agent, rate an agent. So we are going to have the rate with an agent in the next 5 minutes. Or I believe now you can see why I said you guys use FigJam now. I believe you guys understand what we are doing. If you don't understand anything, just please raise up your hand. In the next 5 minutes, I will explain. And I want you to finish this thing in your respective FigJam. Let me just give you the clue. Hold on. Just hold on. Let me just give you the clue. When you want to add this rate agent, rate agent should come inside transaction history. So when you click on transaction history, it will take you down to transaction history, details of the requested details of property. Where is it? Yeah, it will take you down to these details of property. Let's reuse this thing. Okay, let me just quickly do it for you guys. I don't want to go back. It's not advisable to go back while drawing something like this. So details of properties. Yeah, so details of properties, and then let me bring so that I'll be able to have more space there. Yeah, details of property, and then after that, no, no. I don't want to use it. I remembered. You must complete a transaction before you
Rate an agent. So
exactly.
come after transaction.
You must complete a transaction. So I want to assume that it's going to be here, rate the agent. So we have it here, rate the agent, rate the agent. So chat with the agent will come inside assignment. Let me give you that. So you guys should think. I'm having slight headache now. So you guys should think yourself. You can see how interesting it is. Okay, Rashidat, ask your question. You're raising your hand.
Yes, please. I was when you said we don't understand, but now your explanation is quite better.
Okay, you understand it now?
Yes, please.
All right, thank God for that. Yeah. So, yeah. I want you to add first your first assignment. I want you to add. I remembered something. I want you to add chat with agents. It's just a simple maximum two screen. Look out for this. Remember, you have the link to this FigJam file. You can copy it. Actually, you can copy it. You can see one of the beauty of having all your information stated from onset. These guys and these guys are fighting. I don't know why. Let me release them. So, and then this one is off the road. Yeah. So I can just bring this down. It's a lot of work, actually. It's a lot of work. I know. Some of you guys are thinking, yeah, it's a lot of work. Let me bring these guys like this. And then large. Yeah. I'm done for today. All this one that I'm doing, I'm paparazing. That's one of my habits. If I'm done for the day, I love paparazing. Yeah. And I added color. I guess you guys can see that there is color there. So I saw somebody else. I just need to say that I added colors. Yeah. So this is our simple information architecture flow of what we have all this while. So guys, tomorrow we are moving straight up to our lo-fi. Remember, we have a workflow stage. So we actually are supposed to be ticking these guys if we are done with them, because I love praising myself that yeah, I've worked. So we have done this, but I want you guys to finish up with that chat with agent and then create and test lo-fi. You can create your own lo-fi anyhow or wherever. I will just check it up. And now listen, this is the instruction. It's already 12. I'm supposed to stop talking. But let me just give you this instruction. Your assignment, that your lo-fi, I've tried. Sorry, the chat with agent that you just need to add. If you are submitting it tomorrow, I won't check it. Sincerely, I won't check it. You must submit it today. I mean today. This today. So I will still be receiving it till 12 midnight. So whenever you are chanced, you can do it, please. And again, remember, I will always tell you, this is a very good innovation on the real estate um, industry. If you have this on your profile, it will enhance your visibility and people will know you better. Why don't you put yourself on social media or wherever you know, and then tell people that you are doing something fantastic? I've not been seeing you guys on social media. Well, did I even go there? I don't know if I'm there, but I've not been seeing. If I used to go there, but not as often as some people. Yes, but at least I used to see some of my past mentees, some of the trainees. Till date, they will still post something, and when they post, algorithm will still tell me that because I follow this person, they will still show me that this person has posted something, and I get, wow, I will commend their effort. You can even network more and more on social medias. Why don't you start? If you've not started before, you can start now. This is a very nice innovation that we are building. I don't know we are going to get to this level when I suggested real estate. So please, and uh, please, if you have any other question, Miss Eniola is always open to you on your group. Ask your question. She will
Can I say
give.
something, sir?
Okay, say something.
Well, I would talk for myself. I don't know about anybody else, but I think when it comes to me, when I'm going through a training, I like to get through the phase of training and know exactly what I'm doing. Like, I know this thing. I'm done. I'm done training for it. I don't like to put out something that I'm still learning. And showing off something that I don't yet know more about. Even though it has its positive side, I personally prefer to just chill, learn this thing, know how it's done, know every single thing about it before I start posting. In fact, I could even start posting the work process from when I started learning and all the stresses and the work I've done when I started. I could do that. But for the fact that I'm still in the phase of trying to get a hang on what the UI UX is all about and how to get it done, I personally would probably want to still stay in the phase of learning and not put it, because life has taught me a lot to stay in a place of learn first, know something first before you start telling the world about it. That's just my opinion.
All right, thank you very much. I wish I can have a one-on-one session, just a few minutes with you, only you, and I'll give you some insights about what you just said. Well, it's your personal way of life, but I will tell you that it's good and it's not good. I don't want to use the word bad, but the good aspects of what I'm telling you is more than the one that is not. Let's end it there. Thank you, everyone, for this class. Make sure you finalize your assignment. Remember, you also have a personal project that you are doing. Don't forget. Don't forget. Use one hand to be doing these quick tasks. Use another hand to be doing your project. Your project day is coming that you are going to present what you've done. So please make sure you are also doing your project. Thank you. Catherine, you are raising your hand. Oh, I wish we can just suspend it and they call it tomorrow, but no problem. Just pick up. That I'm not the one delaying you again. I know, God knows. All right. Go ahead. Oh, please, before you leave, make sure you put in your
So last question. Chat with can we say okay, got it.
okay. That's all for today. Catherine, go ahead. You guys are just filling your attendance, I guess. So please quickly use the opportunity to go ahead. Let me just hear you out. Probably your mouth your mouse is just pressing something. Goodbye, everybody.